Welcome to McGee Toolbox Talk. Today we're gonna talk about man and machine interface.
Good morning and welcome to McGee Toolbox Talks. My name is George and today we'll be talking about the dangers of working around mobile plants. We'll also like to end with a new feature we are introducing this week. A review of last week's safety report. We feel that it is important that we all share in this feedback as it is an outside view of our work practices. This information is shared company-wide and is ultimately there to help us improve. So, firstly, man and machine interface. Well, in our business, it is one of the highest risks we face. With the basement excavations works and the upcoming demolition works, we will not be strangers to heavy plants. There are numerous ways we can become injured by mobile plants. It is important that you are aware of this, as awareness will help you spot the danger. We can be crushed if we get caught between a moving part and a structure. Searing. This is where a person gets caught between two moving components, creating a scissor action. For example, this could be the track of an excavator or crane and the swinging ballast weight. Entanglement. This is where the person is caught in a moving part, for example, a rotating instrument like a piling rig. Impact, where a person is struck by a moving component, for example, run over a vehicle or struck by an excavator arm. These are the potential direct contact injuries, but it is important to remember that many injuries resulting from man and machine interface come from secondary causes. An example of this is materials being ejected from moving plant and striking people, high pressure fluid or air injection where hydraulic lines break under strain, plant striking a person with a load being carried, for example, a forklift carrying a long length of steel. This type of task would hamper and potentially obscure an operative's vision, making judgment difficult. The easiest way to reduce this type of injuries is to limit the amount of interface. Please remove all unnecessary interface. This can be achieved by the way of segregated exclusion zones. These will ideally be by fixed barriers that are capable of absorbing impact. This is not always possible, so we should always look for the balance between risk and control for movable work environment. A non-rigid barrier could be used. It would be necessary to display the appropriate signage and to instruct personnel on the proper contact in these areas. When work around mobile plant and vehicles cannot be avoided, it is very important to observe the following steps. Always ensure you are visible even in low light environments. Wearable lights or torches may be necessary in very low light areas. Always give the machine a wide berth. You must not only consider the space it occupies your project, but also its potential with an excavator. You must consider the total slew zone. If you are in a position where it is necessary for you to cross into the occupied area of a machine, then you must absolutely make contact with the operator to ensure he is aware of your presence. Competent operators will always idle their machine while you pass. Always remain aware of machine movements so you can react accordingly. Never approach heavy plant or vehicles from behind without the driver being aware of your presence. If he cannot see you or hear you, then you should wait until you have made eye contact. Be aware of the condition of your route through a machine zone. Tracks of the machine can turn the ground and create a tripping or slipping hazard. Never enter a pinch point of a machine even when it is in idle. If it is necessary to work in this zone, for example, maintenance work, then ensure the machine is totally isolated and the key has been removed. Please be aware of debris from the plant's primary operation. Heavy vehicles may be carrying loads with falling material. Breakers will cause flying debris. Ensure additional PPE is worn in these areas. Always be aware of the secondary risk. All plant operators should have some level of competency. If you see someone operating plant you know they are not qualified to operate, then please report it to your supervisor. If you have any concerns related to the safe use of plant, then raise it immediately with your supervisor or a member of the site management team. If you are ever unsure about making a pass through a mobile plant zone, then stop and wait for instructions from your supervisor. For machine operators, ensure you follow these rules as well and always maintain focus on your enrollment. Do not play radios loud. Do not take your eyes off the working zone when driving or slowing. Please always give way to pedestrians whether authorized or not. Remember, a lot of people get injured or killed due to the contact of the mobile plant every year. Please, don't let it happen to you. Our health and safety advisor is Xavier Hu, and he attends site on a weekly basis to review our performance in relationship to health and safety. Now, our site manager, John Dempsey, is gonna take you through the headlines from the health and safety report. John.
Okay lads, good morning. I hope everybody's happy. As normal on a Friday lads, we do McGee's last week's safety report, and that's Zav, and the points that he has flagged up this week are as follows. Firstly, there were many positive items, which is good lads, we all like positive items. Access to the basement, that was deemed inadequate, but we have on order one of them excavation staircases. That I believe is downstairs as we speak, so hopefully we can write that off. There is also a mention of the carpenter failing to use the dust collection bag. That is a simple fix. That is on site, so I'll speak to him. There's no reason why this shouldn't be on the saw. Incorrect storage of LPG. There's a gas bottle located on level 7. Why that is there when the soft strip is completed, I don't know, but we'll have a look at that this morning. Okay lads, the last point being is the scaffold inspections. The fellow that does that is Sean. He is on holiday. That is a point on our failings that we failed to notice, but that will be clearly addressed today. And as a whole lads, well done. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thanks George for another cracking Toolbox talk. Why don't you guys all join us next week where we're talking about manual handling.